this example yesterday where when I factored the numerator, I ended up with a common factor that I could cancel out. Theoretically, that is. Okay, so if I'm attempting this question, the very, very first thing I would do, because this minus sign can get lost in the shuffle, is I'm going to distribute it to everything in the numerator of the second problem.
Just the numerator?
Just the numerator. Well done, Mia. Well done. That was pretty funny. All right. Can I add these together the way they are currently written?
No.
Why not?
Because their denominators are not the same.
Their denominators are not the same. What would the common denominator need to be between these? Well,
X plus 3 times the x minus 2.
it would have to have an x plus 3 in it, and it would have to have an x minus 2 in it. Those are the factors that it would need, yes?
Yep.
Okay. So, for this first fraction, what does it need in its denominator that it doesn't currently have? The x minus 2. So I'm going to multiply the bottom by x minus 2. Can I just multiply the bottom by x minus 2?
No.
No, because whatever you do to the bottom, you got to do to the top. Okay. What about this one? What about the second fraction?
You have to multiply it by x plus 3, numerator and denominator.
Okay. Do you mind if I just zoom here for a second? Is that okay? If I try to multiply the numerator there, I have x minus 2 across the top. I have 5x and plus 3 here on the side. So just there, I end up with 5x squared minus 10x plus 3x minus 6. And are you guys comfortable if I call that 5x squared minus 7x minus 6? Are we okay with that? So far, have I done anything that's like, oh, Miss Meister, I want to throw stuff at you?
Yes.
Perfect.
I don't want to spend it.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Then we do the second fraction. I was going for terrifying. Thanks. I figured I did. Yeah. Hey, what are we getting?
Should we go back to the other square?
Yes. Oh, Zach, use your brain to do it.
Okay.
And then you can check it against mine, okay? I'm laughing at Maria's reactions to you, not you yourself. How'd I do?
Me and Maria were friends. Turns out she's laughing at me this whole time. Real funny.
How'd I do, y'all?
Horrible.
Thank you.
I literally got that one wrong. The only problem, the only one I had that you were like, you should check it. It was on the right side, but it was 1, and I put 4.
It happens sometimes. It's okay. In the grand scheme of life, that's not a big deal. We just fix it.
We might never use this again.
Alright, but like,
It's not likely.
explain to me how. What?
Probably not. All right, so now what? Now can we combine them?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Let's see. Do they have a common denominator?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to leave my denominator as x minus 2 and x plus 3. And what do we get?
Complicatedness.
How many x squareds we got?
3.
I got 5x squared and negative 2x squared. I think that does in fact work out to be 3x squared.
Whoa.
How many x's do I got?
Negative 12.
Negative 12x, cool.
Negative 3. Minus 3.
Done. Is this okay? With practice.
Yeah, with more practice.
Yeah, for sure. Like if you turn the page, it says 7.1 practice.
So why would you not combine the denominator to make it one?
Great question. Okay. So, if you did, I would not mark you wrong. In theory, we technically should do one more thing here. And that is attempt to factor the numerator. Because just like possibility here, so we want to keep the bottom in factored form in case we can cancel something out. So does 3x squared minus 12x minus 3 factor? Can you guys throw it in a polysmelt real quick and tell me, does it factor?
Say no for legal reasons. For legal reasons, that's a good. For legal reasons, I would not go there. It cannot.
I do not believe it. I have to see this for myself. I feel like an old
We're gonna bend your
Wants Texas Instrument.
Does it factor?
I got an answer, but I don't think it's right.
It's an unpleasant answer, right?
Makes me uncomfortable.
There we go.
You know what?
So it does. It's not really factorable. Okay. And so what happens is in this case it doesn't matter. So I will accept the answer whether you multiply it out or not. To actually do the adding of the numerators, you need to multiply them out and then factor at the end to see if they cancel out. Since I don't care whether you multiply it or not, I just wouldn't multiply it for 2 reasons. Number 1, it's a pain. Number 2, potentially you could make a mistake multiplying and then lose points because now you've given me an incorrect answer versus just a different version. In other words, don't worry about multiplying the denominator out.
8.23606.
Okay. Oh boy, what a good problem. Guys, if you can do this, you can do anything.
Or this is the one that you skip on the test just expecting to not get an A.
Poor decision.
I do that sometimes on tests.
He just like exposed himself.
Okay. Why is this one different?
Only one number on the top.
And then
One.
There's more factors in the denominators, right? All right, so that doesn't mean we can't do it. It just means we take a deep breath.
And
Yes.
Whoa.
Our least common denominator needs to have every factor in is in the denominator. So for instance, I can say automatically it's going to have at least an x plus 2 and an x minus 3 in it. Okay? What else does it need?
X plus 1.
It does not need another x plus 2. Is this okay? So I look at this one and I say, well, that first fraction needs an x plus 1. What does the second fraction mean?
X minus 3. And, yep.
Is everybody okay so far? I'm just gonna let that up there for a second. I want you guys to like soak it in. There's one more thing I'm gonna do. Does anybody want to guess?
We just get rid of the x plus 2.
No. I'm gonna take that minus sign and turn it into plus and negative 4.
That would make sense.
All right. Looking at just the first fraction, what should I have now?
X plus 8.
These are being multiplied. Remember, we're multiplying by this. So instead of x plus 8, how about 7x plus 7? Is that okay? Times x plus 1, x plus 2, x minus 3. All right. What about for the second fraction?
Minus 4x plus 12.
Negative 4x plus 12 over x plus 1, x plus 2, x minus 3. So what's my answer? My denominator stays the same. What do I have up top?
Three x plus
Done. Because does anything go into both 3x and 19? Nope. So nothing's going to be able to cancel. We're good. See, it looked terrible. Was it terrible?
Yes.
A little bit, kind of.
There's not some weird binary way we can get.
I don't even know how I would go about this in
You
binary.
could write a program.
Probably could.
Yeah.
Gotta understand binary to write the program, that's for sure. Okay.
Let's not use Java.
Remember how I said if you can do that one, you can do anything? I really mean that for this one.
Yay.
Thoughts on what you guys want to try first?
None of it.
Curl up in a ball and cry.
Perfect. What else?
Um,
Once you're done doing that, we'll still need to do the problems. So,
And after we finish our mental breakdown, we just kind of get up and leave.
Walter, make it 12 minutes long.
okay.
Well, actually, it's like 11 minutes and 37 seconds.
Okay. Mia.
multiply the left side denominator by negative, or and numerator, I guess, by negative 2x minus 3, because that's what's missing for factor.
Are these denominators factored right now?
No.
Oh.
no.
So would you just have to multiply the denominators by each other?
You can, but it's a lot more work.
Polysmelt.
Polysmelt the denominators, y'all.
Let's smelt them.
I didn't do that using polysmelt, so if you guys want to double check me, it's probably a good idea.
I would have to agree that these answers are right, not that you did. They're wrong.
No, I can agree with that on Tuesdays.
Try Tuesdays.
I think I might have done something wrong and I can't figure out what.
Sure.
So that's just what I did.
$34 will have to multiply by x plus 3.
So you're probably gonna do x minus 3?
I would agree with that.
You would think?
$20.
Perfect. I can defend.
Like,
No, $20.
I really don't.
I'm sorry. Okay. We've done this. What's next?
Multiply by x plus 3 and x minus 3.
Well, it depends on which one, right? So instead you say, well, what is your LCD? Let's see. It's got to have an x plus 3 and an x plus 1.
This is an LCD.
Please come.
Least common denominator.
We're not talking about
And what is over here? Wait, that's a plus 1. Okay. What is in that second denominator that isn't already there?
x minus 3.
The x minus 3. Okay. So what does the first fraction need?
X minus 3.
X minus 3. Okay. So top and bottom both get x minus 3. Perfect. What does the bottom one need? Or the second fraction need?
X plus 3.
So then what do I have for the first one?
Would be 3x squared minus 9x.
3x squared minus 9x for the first fraction. That one's easy. Not easy, but it's just the distributive property. Okay. For the second fraction, we got to do a little bit more. 5x plus 1 on the top and x plus 3 along the side. It's 5x squared plus 1x plus 15x plus 3. Good? Then what?
Add the numerators.
Add the numerators. 8x squared plus 7x plus 3. In theory, you should put that into polysmelt, but I don't think it factors.
I'm just going to say it doesn't.
I'm about 99% sure that it does not. I'm 100% sure that it does not. I imagine it says either something imaginary
No real roots found.
or no real, yeah.
They're trying to make things look 3D on the calculator.
Yeah.
Is this okay?
Yeah.
Could be worse.
It probably will get worse.
I would actually argue that in this unit, this is at least arguably the most challenging in this unit.
Lies and deception.
No, most people find multiplying and dividing actually easier than adding and subtracting with fractions. Because you don't need a common denominator to multiply and divide. I'm going to call that a day.
I agree with that one.
That was awesome.
Politically and